Groveton, Colebrook, Groveton, a game that has become an annual trip for us. Sam Natty, head coach of Lisbon, good enough to join Dave Haley, Jennifer Chick behind the camera. This is our Crosstown Motors game of the week. Groveton's been a top 5 team in Division 4 all season long. Colebrook's on a roll. They're playing very well. Their schedule eases up second half of the year. They can get a win here today and sweep the season series. They got a chance for a top 7, top 6 seed, Colebrook does.
Yeah, they'll definitely get a home game in the first round with a win. They get 2, they might run the table, get some breaks, they may get 2.
This is always a big game. It's a Saturday afternoon. They do it special here. Little festivities after the game as well. But it's a packed gym here. Girls' game just ended. Cedric McKinnon's the key guy for Colebrook. He's playing really well. Richard Davis is another guy. And the return of John Zavala.
Yeah, all 5'7" of them.
The pound-for-pound greatest rebounder in the league. We had fun doing this game last year. No Mohawks on the wall this time, though.
No, but there's some Eagles.
There's a lot of purple. There's a purple drapes behind us. We got a couch. We got it all set up for this. Is our Crosstown Motors game of the week. Crosstown Motors sponsoring our entire weekend. They've been terrific to us. We really appreciate them. Jennifer Chick, Dave Haley, Sam Natty, play-by-play, highlights, interviews after the game. Groveton, Colebrook doesn't get any better than this. And a Crosstown Motors game of the week. And Colebrook's really patient with how they break pressure. Zavala. McKinnon's got a look. Three-pointer, no good. Rattles out, rebound. Back up and
He's come out of nowhere the last couple of weeks.
Richard Davis has really been a huge difference maker. But Buddy Trask said it's like getting a new player.
Yeah, it's the difference between, they struggled earlier in the year, with some injuries, and they needed another bodies, and he's giving them another dimension.
So Groveton kind of clearing out right there for Gadwa. Dump down pass, no good. Lurvy's got it, gives it back. Down low. Keenan Monahan tips it in. It's 2-2. And McKinnon looking to push early. Take it. Knocked away by Zavala. And Dagan Lurvy comes back up with it over to Monahan. Lurvy now kind of set it up. And it picked off by Cedric McKinnon. Rolls in for the layup, and it's 4-2 Colebrook. Cedric McKinnon with the steal on Lurvy.
Groveton can't afford that. They're going to struggle to score. They've got to protect the ball.
It's not. Cooney's got it. Up to Zavala. Looked like he may have gotten away with a travel there. Zavala all the way to the rack and finishes.
Zavala, little man.
Zavala makes it 8-2 Colebrook early. He just went from over half court all the way to the hoop. Mark Collins isn't happy about that. Up to Richard Davis. Over to Cooney. That pass barely got through. Ball somehow gets down to Davis. Davis able to muscle it up over Dagan Lurvy.
That was a tough move.
That's all you want from that kid, just go strong.
Yeah, he can do that. He could score 8 or 10 points a game doing that. I would say this could be classified as sloppy at this point.
Good dish to Hicks. Hicks is going to shoot it. Makes it. Rainbow jumper for Bryce Hicks, and it's 12-7 Colebrook. Under 2 minutes to go here in the first. They switch, though, on the screen. Davis has got him trapped. Back door comes Rogers. Dumps it down to Stone. Stone up. No good. Gadwa in there fighting for it, but doesn't get it. Purrington comes away with it. Pull past to Hicks. He's got Davis wide open, and Davis finishes over Gadwa. 14-9. 30 seconds left here in the first. Colebrook on top. The floor. 8 seconds left. Cooney's got to do something.
They've got to be running something from McKinnon.
And they're going to get Hicks with a wide open look. Buries it at the buzzer. Bryce Hicks see you to catch that ball and say, I'm wide open. 17-9. Colebrook on top after 1. I like the way McKinnon's kind of directing traffic out there.
Yeah, he's a good lead. He's smart.
There's that zone defense. Needs somebody flashing. McKinnon does. They don't get him. Hicks into the corner. Purrington's going to shoot it. Takes it. 19-9 Colebrook. But they lose them defensively. Dylan Rogers up with it. No good.
That's a big hoop.
Keenan Monahan. It's 19-11 Groveton. Down 8. Lurvy up top, kind of just dribbling around. Need a little more movement from other people. Good pass down low. Set up well. Gadwa's done a nice job passing early on in this game. 21-13.
They'll take him. He's going to have a tough time scoring today, but if he can do that and get the ball to guys when they're open, they'll be fine. All right, it's safe to talk again. Free throws are over with.
What's the shoes that Mark Collins is wearing? Those like moccasins? Gadwa,
Yeah.
floater. He's got moccasins on. He looks comfortable. I'm tweeting Sam. That's why I'm not talking.
Oh, that's good. The world needs to know.
The world needs to know. Bryce Hicks finished. And they're just beating them down low. I mean, they're outworking Groveton right now.
I'm surprised. Groveton doesn't get beat on the hoop very often.
Yeah, Colin Canton in the game. Monahan gets it down low. Easy layup. And good right there. Christian Gay with the basket. 24-17, Colebrook on top.
They're hanging around. They can keep it 4 or 5 by halftime. They're in good shape.
Long, short. Rebound, Davis. Looking to outlet it somewhere. Hicks is there. Purrington's down the baseline, but it's picked off. Monahan goes in, misses the layup. Another missed layup for Groveton. McKinnon takes it up. He's got 3 guys around him. He's got to pick that up. Hicks lines it up, takes it, makes it. 27-17, Colebrook.
That's a huge series. That's a 5-point swing. They got to make layups.
McKinnon's got it, looks up, got Hicks. Hicks has had the hot hand. Over to McKinnon, zone defense, breaks it down. Over to Cooney. Cooney looks, probably had a shot. McKinnon wanted it in the quarter, but Hicks has been on fire. He's got another 3-pointer. 30-20, Bryce Hicks, and Colebrook leads. Runner by Gadwa.
The 15-foot floater.
And Cooney's got to watch it because he's got his hands right on his hip. Good pass by Cooney. Might have been traveling, but Garrett Purrington gets away with it. Scores 32-22. Pretty good pace going right now. McKinnon, nothing. Cooney. Purrington takes it. Gets it. Purrington likes that side of the floor.
Yeah, they're not closing out high on him. I mean, you think make the kid put it on the floor?
That's why we bring you in, is for terms like that.
Yeah.
People are just scratching their head. They don't even know what that means.
It sounded pretty good. That's why we got 2 wins.
A lot of camouflage hats. You ever do the joke of people when they wear camouflage where you pretend you can't see their legs? Like, oh, are you floating? I can't see them.
Because you can only make that joke so many times a day. It's funny the first 35 or 40 times.
We don't get to do that much on the seacoast. I can't see your legs. You floating?
Things under control.
Zavala gets picked by Lurvy. He's got Gadwa open, but he'll take it himself. And all the momentum in the gym is with Groveton. It's 34-30, and Buddy Trask's going to call a timeout.
I think we'll hear every word of this. I love Buddy Trask.
Another steal. Gadwa wide open. Drills it.
Don't listen to me.
34-33. Groveton on a big run here. 9-0 run to start the second half. Flies really fast, but yeah, I just never bought it. I never bought Lois Lane either. No, come on.
Kind of a wet blanket.
She's a little too career dominant. You know what I mean? She you know what I mean? There wasn't focused enough on Clark.
Yeah.
And if anybody who's not smart enough to figure out that glasses turn you from Superman to Clark Kent, you know, that's not someone you want to bring to your mother's house.
Like you've got to see the similarity.
Clark had pipes.
I'm pretty sure I recognized Nicole without her glasses on.
Clark always, every time you had like a green like rock object around Clark, he'd start stuttering and, you know, wandering into corners. How could you not know he wasn't Superman?
Yeah. Yeah, we should investigate. There's our next expose. I'm holding baby toys.
Gadwa with Zavala wide open. Les Prince wide open. We got a tie game. 35-35.
Now.
Comes out of that with the ball.
Press break.
Yeah. Purrington likes it. Doesn't get it. Good hustle. Looks like he might have been out of bounds. Cooney lines it up. Drills it.
That's a big shot.
38-35. Colebrook, just like that, goes back up on top. 2:20 left. Big shot for the senior.
It was only 2.
We got a good one here. Zavala once again under there, but can't get the rebounds. Here comes Gadwa. All over him. Gadwa just muscling his way down. And the floater goes 37-37. Corey Gadwa, nice shot. He's really matured since last year. I mean, you know, freshman, sophomore is a big leap. I mean, Colebrook kind of does. I mean, you know, with Cooney, Zavala, Cooney, Hicks, and McKinnon. So Colebrook's going to hold for one. They're up 39-37, 14 seconds left here in the third. McKinnon, probably the guy they want taking the shot. Step back jumper, good. Cedric McKinnon, nice step back jumper, and that's going to end the third quarter. 41-37, Colebrook on top of Groveton. Both of them. I mean, both of them. It's like two Archie Bunkers coaching against each other. I love it. It's so fun. Zavala, got it. Kenny, finish. Yes! That's your conventional, everyday, front rim, back rim, 10-foot jumper by Zavala. Personal favorite. Gage Sharon, that's not his shot. That's what they want is Gadwa. Pull-up jumper on the elbow. Good. And give Gadwa a lot of credit. He's a guy, he's the go-to guy. He's got to start pumping up shots, and that's a big one to start it. Cuts it to 6. You heard me talk about it. Gadwa, good bump. Rogers, I have no idea why you put the ball on the floor. There's just no need to. Gadwa, good job. Good putback. Corey Gadwa.
How are you doing this layup? Mark is going to.
And that 8-point game is all of a sudden now a 3-point game, but wide open is Hicks. Good job by Cooney, and Groveton lost him 47-42. A one-on-one. Good help, not a good pass. Zavala. Oh, Zavala! Rock and roll, baby. 49-42. Just a human highlight reel.
He makes this, it's over.
Probably play the banjo after the game or something to entertain. This is the kind of guy he is. He probably, you know what? He probably juggles. I guarantee you that he knows how to juggle.
Working hard.
Juggling, playing the banjo, whatever you need. Creed Cooney gets it. Cedric McKinnon off glass. That's a nice shot. Cedric McKinnon. Steal by Zavala. Zavala just hit the deck 3 times. Here, here, and there.
That one might have been an accident. The other 2, definitely not.
No good. Gadwa hits it, but it's not going to matter. 60-53. Colebrook sweeps the season series from Groveton. Nice win for Buddy Trask's team. Colebrook sweeps the season series from Groveton. Nice win tonight. Kind of wire to wire, 60-53. It got a little hairy there late, but Creed Cooney, Bryce Hicks, Cedric McKinnon, Richard Davis. This is a good win for Colebrook. Creed, I'll start with you as a senior. First, obvious question is, talk about this game like on a Saturday afternoon, packed gym, the whole, you know, you probably came to these kids before you were in high school now to play in all these.
Yeah, I mean, it feels really good just to come down, you know, Saturday morning, wake up, know that we have a shoot around, go to the gym, and then we know it's game time after that. We get here and we're ready to play. Any
nerves or just kind of excitement?
Just excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys looked at early. This guy started shooting the ball really well early, Bryce, and I thought that was a difference. Cedric, a lot of the, you know, the defense was focused on him, but you were able to shake loose a little bit and your shot was going. I thought you kind of had it going on both ends of the floor. You felt good early?
Yeah, I felt good. Not the second half, though. I mean, I missed a couple shots in the first half that I should have hit, but we got the W. That's all that matters.
You guys switch defenses a lot? I mean, you guys go to zone, and Cedric, you switch it up? Or what did you guys do primarily defensively?
We were like a starting zone, like a full court, and we drop back into either man or 2-3.
Yep.
And we just focus on Gadwa mostly, and we try to get it out of his hand as much as possible.
Bryce, you guarded him a lot. What's it like guarding Corey Gadwa? He's a young guy, but he's one of the better scorers in the division. I think he's 3rd or 4th in scoring in Division 4. You did a good job on him today. What's it like guarding him?
I mean, he can shoot and he can dribble, but you just got to keep him going left.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah. Richard, these guys get open a lot of times because the screens that you're setting and the work you're doing on the boards. I think the difference in this team, and your coach says this, is your emergence. What's gone on with you? How have you improved so much? Like, how do you feel? Like, you're more comfortable now? Like, do you know your role on the team?
Yeah, after the first couple games, I became more confident, and it just started coming together.
Yeah, and you just the guy, you kind of like the guy who cleans it up on the boards, rebounds, and so forth and so on. You know, do you feel like you've got a good feel for where these guys are going to go and how to get them loose and, how to get the ball from them?
Yeah, we all have our positions to go to, and we all have our set plays and stuff. So when I get the boards, usually you know where they are and pass it out to them.
Yeah. So, Creed, you guys now got a chance to fight for a home playoff game. Is that the way you guys are looking at it? I know you're going to do the old one game at a time thing. We get it. But, what are you thinking after this? Because this is a big win for you guys.
Yeah, we just don't want to fall into any trap games, lose a game that we should win or that we should compete with. And, it's just it's up to us now.
Yeah.
It's all in our hands, and it's all how we play it. So.
Cedric, what's this team different from last year's team? Like, did you see a big difference with this crew? You guys seem to move the ball pretty well. I mean, what are your thoughts?
We play as a team better this year. Yeah, everyone just clicks together, and it's good team chemistry.
Yeah. And when last question for you, Bryce, when did this kind of turn around? Like, when did all of a sudden you feel like I asked Woodsville last night, when the game that they felt like it kind of clicked for them. When was the game for you guys where you felt like, hey, we can turn this thing around and have a pretty good season?
I don't really remember a specific game, but it's the same way in soccer. First few games, we didn't do that good, and then we just turned it around. Looking forward to the playoffs and future games.
Yeah, they'll be there. This is a good win for Colebrook. They got a good W over Groveton in rivalry game. Creed Cooney, Bryce Hicks, Cedric McKinnon, and Richard Davis. Good job here by Colebrook. Good W today. Buddy Trask, Colebrook with a win. Not always pretty, but Bryce Hicks hit some shots early. You guys, a lot of credit to your kids that they come back, Groveton, tie it in the second half, and you guys go on something like an 8-2 run right after that and kind of responded pretty well.
Well, I think it's typical of what I told them before the game. We are the strength is in the group of five. And all five people played a key role in what went on today. From Bryce making shots, to Zavala coming up with all kinds of defensive plays, plus the work, to make Gadwall work. And then we had Davis with some big-time boards, offensively and defensively. When things were going bad, that's when you need them. Creed having to run stuff, and he's not really a point guard, but he has to do things. And then Cedric with some shots. Second half, he finally started shooting the ball a little bit. We had a hard time getting him to shoot sometimes, but we didn't always execute. Fool around, but as I said, we're the ugliest winning team going, but we'll take it.
You're winning a lot lately, though.
We're winning. Yeah.
You guys, what did you do defensively there? I know with Gadwall, you want to force him left, and that's kind of a focus. And they don't really have another guy, Groveton, that can create his own shot that easily. So, what's the defense against a team like Groveton now that you played him twice?
Well, I mean, we're usually man, but we started fooling around with the zone a little in the Christmas tournament. We didn't really need it last week, but today, I told them yesterday we're probably going to pull it out a little bit and do it. And even though we're up 9 or 10, that 2:20 when they had the ball, I think we were up 8, and we made them run 45 seconds off the clock with the zone. I thought that was probably ball game right there because we were missing free throws and everything else. So that was that. And I told them, I said, sometimes not baskets made or anything. It's that sequence of play right there. They were more active off the ball, and they focused for that 140 seconds, and that was good enough. So,
I feel like you guys do a pretty good job against pressure. They move the ball. They, most of the time. Sometimes you get caught trying to dribble through it, but I thought they did a pretty good job being patient early, at least.
Right. We tend to dribble too much because we had people open. I mean, they were sometimes attacking 3 people on the ball, and somebody's got to be there.
Yeah.
But we sometimes have issues with that. But as I said, we look ugly, but we end up on top most of the time lately, so we'll take it.
So, last question: you feel like this team hasn't peaked yet, obviously, and I mean, you've got a chance to be a top 7 team.
We got Hastings in uniform today, so that's a step. He finally got cleared, and then he got sick, so he was out for 4 days. That will give us a 7th person, and he gives us some rebounding, some attitude, some work ethic.
Yeah.
He's a competitor. He's not. We don't know if he's a basketball player yet because he's hardly ever played because he's been hurt every single year. But, hopefully he's going to stay healthy and we're going to be able to get that 7th person. That will give some of these guys some rest because they're playing 32 minutes.
Yeah.
And we got 3 games this week. So, we got to – hopefully we can get him in this week and start to deal with some stuff. So
good W for Colebrook. This is a good season sweep. These guys, schedule-wise, things ease up a little bit in the second half of the season. There's a chance for these guys to be a home playoff game once again. Buddy Trask, Dave Haley, Jennifer Chick, our game of the week. We're off to the Groveton Legion.